If you are a manager, you may find it has become harder for you and your team to get work done as your dependence on external suppliers, partners, and colleagues has grown. Many managers find themselves needing to get more done with less and are spending more and more hours on email and conference calls, trying to gain visibility and move work forward. CoThrive is an online service that enables managers to improve performance by helping team members make and keep commitments. CoThrive goes beyond simply sharing information by enabling you to convert your email into explicit, manageable agreements among team members. Using CoThrive is as simple as sending and receiving email. And since CoThrive works with virtually any email system and requires no IT support, you can achieve immediate results without disrupting the way you and your team work. Susan has just been notified by her manager that she and her team are inheriting the responsibilities of the PMD department due to an organizational change. Unfortunately, she is getting no additional resources, yet her manager wants her to move quickly to handle the transition. She clicks on her CoThrive folder in Outlook to open CoThrive. She then clicks the WorkPad tab and selects the Add Folder button to create a new folder called PMD Transition. This folder will contain the plan for managing the transition. She closes the folder pane, and like using a spreadsheet, Susan enters the items that need to be done by clicking and tabbing through cells. She selects Yes in the negotiation column to request explicit agreement on key items, because she knows people are much more likely to deliver on what they voluntarily committed to. She creates a hierarchical view by dragging items around and edits items as necessary. To finish, she saves her items in the folder. They will be sent out as email requests or notifications within CoThrive. CoThrive will continuously track, monitor, and update Susan and her team on their progress from their email responses. Susan clicks and drags to share the PMD transition folder with key members of her extended team, including an external vendor. Each invited person will be notified by CoThrive that the PMD transition folder is now in their shared folder list. Rahul works for Susan and just received the 3 email requests she created in CoThrive moments ago. He opens the first request and sees that he can easily complete this. He accepts the request by clicking the button to the right. He opens the second request. He can do this, but he will need more time. He replies to her request with a new due date and a short message. He opens the third request. He already completed the report Susan requested. He clicks Reply, types Complete, adds a message, and attaches the report. When CoThrive receives his email, it automatically saves his response and the report to Susan's PMD transition folder. Rahul now deletes all 3 of Susan's emails. Because all her requests and his responses are tracked in CoThrive, he no longer needs them cluttering his inbox. Prior to receiving Susan's emails, Rahul had just returned from a customer meeting. He creates a follow-up email and BCCs CoThrive. CoThrive's natural language parser extracts who's it for, who's responsible, and when it's due. CoThrive provides Rahul an intuitive and simple way to track his requests without having to fill out cumbersome forms. Rahul now views the dashboard CoThrive emails him daily. CoThrive's email dashboard allows Rahul to update others on his work status and keep track of requests from his mobile device. He sees that Emily is late on her customer retention report. He clicks on Emily's name, and CoThrive sends an update request to her. When she replies, CoThrive will automatically update the schedule and alert Rahul, eliminating unnecessary status meetings and phone calls. Rahul then updates his dashboard by replying to it. He then selects and changes values directly in the email table. CoThrive parses his changes and updates any individual Rahul needs to communicate the changes to. CoThrive allows Rahul to manage his work entirely through email without ever having to log into an application. The next morning, Susan begins her day by clicking on the CoThrive folder to see her dashboard. In the inbox section, she sees she has received 3 new items from others. She sees that one item she has sent to someone else has not yet been responded to. In the updates section, she sees proposed changes, messages, and requests. Later, she can click on an update to get additional information and respond. Next, Susan views the pie chart and grid sections. From the pull-down menu, she selects PMD Transition to see the real-time health of the project. At a glance, she sees which items are green, on track, yellow, in jeopardy, and red, off track. Susan repeats this for each of her projects. Within 10 minutes, CoThrive has enabled Susan to know the status of all her initiatives. She begins her day with clarity and confidence, knowing exactly where to focus her attention.